Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World resorts in 2019. Today is day 67.
After getting in kind of late last night from that movie premiere, we did sleep in a little bit today, but we got up just in time to make it down to the All-Star Music food court for breakfast before they ended breakfast. I was really looking forward to this because I'd been eyeing for the last couple days this breakfast bagel they had that was actually a breakfast burger on a bagel.
Always the burgers.
I'm always looking for a good burger. It's crazy. So I saw it was on a bagel. It had egg and cheese and a burger. I was, all right, sign me up for that. I am all for a breakfast burger. It was very good. I was very, very happy with it. I mean, it wasn't like, a gourmet cheeseburger or anything, but it was a really nice breakfast sandwich and really filling. And Alyssa went with the more conservative option, the safer bet, and got the ham and cheese omelet. It was also very good.
Very good, yeah.
And I was kind of like, it's nothing special as far as omelets go. It's kind of similar to all the other ones on Disney property.
It was what I wanted.
It was what she wanted, and it also was done right and done well, so that's okay. And then after we finished eating our breakfast, we did go back into the food court and browse around a little bit because they have a ridiculous number of cupcakes and desserts here.
We were very excited to see that they have a new Captain Marvel dessert just in time for the premiere of Captain Marvel, of course. They also had other fun ones like Tangled. So we just took lots and lots of pictures of all these cupcakes because they just look really cool. I've been told not all of them taste great. I can't vouch for that, but they all do look amazing.
I mean, you can't eat any of them because they
Literally.
all are covered in food coloring. So I didn't want to eat I did want to eat 9 different cupcakes, but I thought it was probably a bad idea to eat 9 different cupcakes. So we just took pictures of them there and didn't actually buy any of them.
I mean, just because I can't eat them doesn't mean I don't appreciate them. They did a lot of work. They look amazing. So I took pictures.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that.
Now here at All-Star Music, our Wi-Fi was not so great in the room, and I do have an important client call today, as well as some work I need to get done with a decent internet connection. So we packed up our computers and headed over to Epcot for the DVC member lounge. And again, they're probably going to add a rule like a time limit or something because of us. Like no computers allowed. I apologize to anyone that the future rule may inconvenience. It's probably completely our fault. But they didn't have a time limit rule. We were allowed to stay there as long as we'd like in the lounge. So we got there around noon or so and decided to work there until 6 o'clock. And when they closed it up, we were going to try and get as much done as we possibly could. We had several projects in addition to that call that I had with my clients that we're trying to wrap up today.
So Robert took that call, and thankfully the Wi-Fi was great here, so we had no problems there. And I had actually had an idea for a shirt design, and I asked Robert if he could make it for me. Kind of told him what I wanted, but ultimately he's the one designing it, so however it comes out, that's how it comes out. But I had this idea and I was really excited about it, so he started working on it, but we didn't finish it today, so we will show you that when we do finish it. But we were also really working on a cover video for Facebook that kind of explained a little bit more about us living in the resorts.
It wasn't going to be something like our promo video was, the first one we did. It was more something to be watched with the sound off. It had text on the screen, and well, we'll just play it for you here.
We were really proud of how this video turned out, and it was a lot of fun to create, of course. And you can see a lot of those clips were actually from when our friend came and took some pictures and video for us a few weeks ago. So thankfully he did that so that we could create this video and make this. We did stay until 6 o'clock closing time. Now we had breakfast, we snacked in the lounge because they do bring those snacks around, and now we are hungry because those snacks are not true lunch, that's not actual food. So we decided we wanted to try something we hadn't tried at the festival because, I mean, the special foods are such a big part of the festival, and I know we can try things that are always here, but why do that when a festival's going on?
And we only tried like 3 or 4 booths the other day. There's so many more that we passed up, and we know it's going to take time to get to them all, but we want to try everything. So we're going to go ahead and go over to Citrus Blossom, which is right there near the entrance to World Showcase. They had some good looking stuff on the menu, and I had kind of an ulterior motive for wanting to go here.
So we ordered the lobster tail, the crispy citrus chicken, and the citrus shortcake. So we had a nice combination of meal options here.
Yeah, I feel like you had real food. It's a good thing we didn't just get desserts this time. We also got the thing that I was kind of wanting to go here for in the first place, and that was the Orange Bird slushie that comes in an Orange Bird sipper cup. I've been eyeing this since the festival started, but I didn't get it opening day because they had a ridiculous line.
It was crazy.
I kind of figured it's going to be here all festival. There's no reason to rush, and thankfully, this time that worked out. That doesn't always work out because they sometimes do sell out of things and they don't get them back. But this time it worked out. They had plenty of Orange Bird sippers, and so I was able to get my Orange Bird slush. It was very, very sweet. Kind of like an orange dreamsicle if you were to turn it into a slushie and add sugar to it. It was kind of how it was, just very sweet, like hurts your teeth kind of thing. It was good, but I definitely was just happy to have the sipper and not have to have more of the slushie because it was a lot of sugar.
But the sipper was adorable. He's a lot cuter in person than I thought he was in the pictures. And so Robert kind of had to talk me into getting it because, again, we have to put it in a suitcase. We're going to haul this around from place to place. Wasn't really thrilled about that. But as soon as we got it, of course, we took pictures with it because it was just too cute. And I was like, all right, I was wrong, you were right.
And I'm glad we got him because he's over there on the shelf right now.
As far as the actual food goes, that was supposed to be our dinner. The lobster tail wasn't that great. Honestly, it was kind of small from what I thought it was going to be based on the picture. And it didn't have much flavor, so it was a little disappointing. However, that crispy citrus chicken was incredible.
That immediately became probably my favorite dish at the festival, or at least up there in the running for it, because it just crunchy enough, but it wasn't too crunchy. It had the sweet citrus flavor in there. It was so good.
We both loved it.
Really happy with that one.
And to follow that up, we had the citrus shortbread, and that was really light and fluffy, very enjoyable. We both enjoyed that as well. So very nice ending to the meal, which we were very glad for.
Yeah, I think this citrus shortbread as well as the Honey Bistro cheesecake, both just super light and fluffy and kind of easy desserts to have that aren't going to weigh you down, especially when it gets a little warmer. So I'm pretty happy with our choice to go to this booth, not just because of Orange Bird, also because we had really good food. So we headed out of the park towards the front where the buses were, but on our way there we saw a Figment topiary, and he had the Imagination Pavilion in the background where we just worked all day. So we thought it was appropriate to take a picture of him there with the DVC Lounge in the Imagination Pavilion in the background to kind of commemorate the fact that we were there working literally all day today. And then we made it to the bus and back to our resort. Now Alyssa had this idea. She wanted to go out and take some pictures at the resort at All Star Music because we'd been walking around the resort on one of our walks and she found the Broadway music section. We had no idea this was here. We'd never seen pictures of it anywhere or anything. And she immediately said, I have to take pictures here. Like, okay, well, we'll do it later, like not in the morning while we're trying to get ready to go. We're gonna do it maybe in the evening when everything's lit up. So we got back to the resort and she went and changed so that she could do a little photo shoot over there in the Broadway section.
This section of the resort is incredible, and the fact that more people don't know about it or talk about it is just totally crazy to me because this area is beautiful. Of course, they've got the country section, the pop section, but the Broadway section is gorgeous, and it was super quiet that night. No one's out there. And I was like, okay, we have to come, we have to take pictures, and it's beautiful in the daytime and at night when it's all lit up. They have marquees out, and it's just like going down Broadway and seeing the different theaters on different sides. So I was wearing Little Mermaid today, so we decided to take pictures with the Little Mermaid theater side, but there are more to this, which we will have pictures of later for you. After taking a ton of pictures for me, it was very sweet of him, we just enjoyed the quiet of this street and just enjoyed being there for a little while. We basically walked up and down the street for our walk this evening instead of going around everywhere because I loved it there so much.
I mean, one of our favorite things to do when we lived just outside Chicago in Indiana was to go downtown and go to a play. We saw a lot of Disney on Broadway plays there. Of course, we saw them performing here at Epcot just a few weeks ago, but seeing the plays and being there at the theaters, this reminded us a lot of that. And it wasn't quite the same because we couldn't actually go see a play, but it was really cool to be there and gave us that kind of like home vibe, you know? Nostalgia. It felt like we were there. We felt nostalgic for the times that we would so long ago, like 6 months ago, and we would go and go to a play in downtown Chicago.
And that is the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.